I'd like to show you some Sieveking finger exercises to get your technique off to a good start. And it's how you sit at the piano that'll make all the difference. So start right in front of middle C and sit on the front half of the bench and lean forward and set your elbows in the keys, because you're going to feel then that your pelvis is tilted up like that and toward the back of the piano, and then you're centered. It's like going down the stairs with your toes pointing away from each other. Then you keep the pelvis being in that position forward, keeps the feet from having to struggle to keep you balanced, and so in the fingertips keep the V apart from you, and it helps you to keep the weight centered, that your fingers don't have to struggle to keep your balance there. There will be small muscles in the fingers that you're developing to maintain the balance. It's like a boat in the water, rocking in the water. It's got a balance, and you've got to fine-tune those muscles. So you need shoulder, elbow, wrist relaxed. You need loose arm, quick, sharp finger action, both down and up. High finger lift in your Sieveking and your finger exercises to develop the muscles. And the clean release. You need deep fingers. You need to have a firm curved finger. And you need to have knuckles slightly raised and wrists slightly dropped. And you need to play well in on the weight keys. So put your right hand C, D, E, F, G, one octave above middle C, and the left is C, D, E, F, G, an octave below. So then 2 on D. We're going to exercise the third finger 8 times, down for a second, up for a second. You can even tongue it. Tick, 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 tick. Hold 8, and then work F. And it's heavy. If somebody lifts that key, it feels heavy to lift, but I'm not pushing the key down. Just balanced there. Just like you don't think of a boat as pushing down into the water. It's just, its weight is lowered in on it. So that your weight is lowered in onto the bones of the finger and right through to the wrist. Hold 8. Dead thumb, just leave it straight. And I should be able to put a pencil through there, and it's easy to go through. Hold 8, come back. And just imagine somebody pulls out on your elbow and it falls back. Don't be afraid to set your left heel on your right foot either, because that'll help you pull in the small of your back and lean toward the back of the piano. Just uses more of the upper body weight. Tick, 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 tick. When you tongue it, it's so much easier to stay steady. Hold 8. Because the natural arch of the finger and of the hand have to be able to support the natural weight of your arm. Then you take 2 on F in the left. Just dropping the full weight in on the key with a loose wrist. And the hand is just so relaxed. It's just like there's no bones in it at all, even though the arch is raised. Hold 8, because you're diving right through to the floor. You're not just diving to the key bed, you're diving through to the floor. Left, 6, left, hold 8. Just know that you're getting your full weight in each key for a nice round warm sound, rich tone. and 5 lie on the keys. Keep them up off of the keys. Thumb is just straight and loose. Now you're going to take C, D, E, 1 octave above middle C, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to work 16 notes going up and turn it around 16 notes going back. So it's C, D, E, D, and E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D. And then coming back, it's the same thing, E, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, D. But then instead of going C, D, C, D, you go C, D, C, E. So you have to pick up the holding note and repeat it. So here we go. So that you can be over D, E, F and do the same thing. So 3, 4, 5. So now you start D, D, E, F, E. You feel the drop of that weight is the origin of the tone. Now once you get up to there, you can start going a little quicker. And a little quicker. I like to give it a tug with this part of my hand on 3 and 5 just to draw it back toward me a little bit. Stretch the hand a little bit. Now I'm going to come down on 3, 4, 5. So C, B, A, B with C holding. Now I go back. So now it's B, A, G, 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 A. Now I go back. G, A, B, A, while I'm holding the G. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the last group there, when I go B, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, then I go D, C, B, D, and end on C, where nothing was holding there. Then I draw 3 and 5 up. And then I'm ready to start 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fingers lead, the body follows. D, E, F, E. Just has to be so loose. If you do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, you'll be relaxed. You'll get your dead weight in the keys. Now I come down on 4, C, B, A, B. And open up the cells of your hand to the fact that you're letting the blood flow through, because it's full of nutrients and the muscles will grow that way. So on that last group is 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth group, instead of going DC-DC, I go DC-BD, and end on C. Now I start my thumb group, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just feeling that the whole wet rope is laid out on that key so heavy, and it's just pouring in there, the weight, because I'm flopping right through to the floor. But I keep the shape of the hand. And the lift has to be all in the hand so you don't stiffen the wrist and lose your weight. You don't want to push. And then I come down on C, CBAB. Fourth group, CBCA. Now 3 on B. A little quicker. And then I go to C, over C, D, E, F, G, middle C, thumb. I go C and E, D and F. Then I go E and G. Then I go up to D and do the same. Clean lift. Now I go over C, D, C, E, G, and I work 2 and 4 on D, F. I'm just drawing those fingers parallel. The left hand fingers are parallel to the right ones, 2 and 4, and just drawing them toward my face a little bit. And then I hold D and F, and I go back and I pull up 1 and 3 and 5. Up an octave, same thing. Just imagine you're reaching up into the clouds. Say you blow a cloud up into the sky, and you reach your hand around that cloud and draw your fingers around it towards your palm, all the way down, and right through to the floor. And that way you'll be taking the weight of the arm as you enter the key and during the length of the note. So that's the right hand. Now the left hand is the very same. So C, D, E is 5, 4, 3. That's my 16 notes. Now I hold E and go back. E, D, C, D. And I was holding the E, the Now I put 5 on D and hold it. Hold F and go back. It has to be done so loosely that the drop of the weight is the origin of the tone, not a stiff wrist and not a push. And I draw 3 and 5 up like that toward my face. And the lift is all in the hand, so you're not pushing in any way. Keep the V. So the fingers look like they're straight to the keys, not on an angle. And don't be afraid to think of lapping this way with your finger toward your stomach. Just like if you were plucking, but slow motion. Is to keep the weight as you go deep in the key with your elbow and your back of your upper arm. And lay in each key nice and heavy. And try and feel an even weight from one note, one key to the next, one key bed to the next key bed. Limpid wrist, and pull 3 and 5 back, and then you're going to start 4, 3, 2. I'm just drawing the finger like that with my right hand. Feel nice and solid in there, and then you're ready to go. And be aware of the whole length of your arm, right from your neck, not just from the elbow, because it's all dead weight. Draw 2 and 4 up while 3 is playing. Just gentle tug, nothing stretching to injure in any way. Now it should feel so easy and effortless and heavy. Dead weight's the origin of the tone. Keep the V. Last one I go D, C, B, D, C, nothing holding. That's the 4th note, the 4th group at least, of the 4 groups. Now starts 3, 2, 1, C, D, E, D. See, I'm just draw the thumb that way and pull parallel to the finger on that one and draw the thumb up like that. And there's no push because you want to give the gravity a time to accelerate the weight right down onto the bones. So now I'm ready to go to on D. D, E, F, E. Pulling 1 and 3 up. Then I come down on thumb. Dead weight's the tone. And you can drop slowly, just to get the feeling of different amounts of speed. But remember, the fingers lead and the body follows, and things happen down from the main arch. Fingers just anchoring the weight in the keys. And don't be afraid to lift that key while it's heavy. See that it drops like that because of the weight that's on it. Without pushing. Do C and E, 3 and 5. I'm drawing 2, 4, 1, 2, and 4 up. And then I go to 2 and 4, and I'm drawing 1, 3, 5 up. Then 1 and 3. So I'm drawing 2, 4, 5 up. And I'm playing 2 and 4, so I'm drawing the triad up. And I go D and F. Feel the center of gravity of the hand is on those bones, and that there's nothing stiff in the joints of the bones. Now you're going to hold 1, 3, 5 and work 2, 4. Hold 2, 4 and work 1, 3, 5. Go up an octave, keep the V. High finger lift. Squeeze all the blood out, because when you squeeze the blood out of those muscles to make them work to lift the fingers, the nutrient-rich blood goes through the muscle when you relax it, and it builds the muscle. So now I'm going to take C, E, F, G, A. So I'm skipping the D, but I'm using all 5 fingers, and it's a wrist exercise, so I'm going to go, and the same in the left. So C and C. I lift the hand way back, stretch it to begin with, and then I go C and E. So 5 and 4 in the left, and 1 and 2 in the right. Now C and F. 1 and 3 in the right, 5 and 3 in the left. G. Let the weight of the hand and the arm fall on the bones that are the finger bones and the wrist bones. Now you're coming down from C, so you're going to be C, A, G, F, E. So it's, and the same in the left. And if you think of bouncing, you could think of the tendons that they stretch, and then they store the energy, and then they release it to the muscles, and it allows you to hop and bounce and go faster. G in the left, G in the thumb, E in the top, above middle C, and in the left the same thing, E and G. Now when I'm in the C major position here, it's the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It's just that they're apart an octave, or two, whatever it is, 2 octaves. So the thumbs repeat on each one. This is the next wrist exercise. So it's C and G in the right, 1 and 2. C and F in the left, 1 and 2. Think of the back of the upper arms, whole thing. So after 2 of those, you take the C minor melodic form by lowering 4 and 3 in the right and 3 in the left. So it's the descending form. So it's equivalent to the relative major, which is E flat major, which is battle ends end. That's 3 flats. That's why you've got a B flat and an E flat and an A flat. Now you lower 2 in the right and 4 in the left, and your leading note to leading note of C sharp major or D flat major. Now the right picks the thumb up and puts it on the black key, semitone up, and 2 takes what 3 has. And in the left, it's thumb on C sharp, 2 on F sharp. So you're over the notes of C sharp major. Nice deep fingers. Now you lower 3 and 4 in the right and 3 in the left. And lower 2 in the right, 4 in the left. That's preparing you, because of that C sharp and F sharp, for D major. And so you move to D major, D, E, F, G, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. So that's your D major. 1 and 2 in each hand. The center of gravity of the hand to come down onto the bones that are underneath, then there's no pushing, it's just balance. And then you have to develop the fine-tuning muscles that keep the balance in place. Forget to keep that left heel on your right foot. It helps to keep your weight, it keeps your back straight, and it allows you to keep the weight in the keys. I'm on G major now. silent keyboard so that I don't put my ears through all that heavy, noisy stuff. But it's heavy practice. Weights build muscles. You need to use weights and do heavy practice and a high lift. So now I take the diminished 7th chord on C. So it's C, now minor thirds. On the left. So thumb on right is A, is middle C, thumb on the left is the A below middle C. Thumbs alone, then 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5. Always start slow. Second group, so that you can lift the unused fingers high. 3. Now you come up a semitone, so A goes up to A sharp and C goes up to C sharp. I got up to C on the top and A in the bottom, and I come down a semitone, and it's going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the left it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the outside repeats every time. There's another more difficult one. I'll show you that one another time. Then I do the double thirds. So it's whole tones. So it's C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and both hands. But you go 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 5, 4 and 2. Well, to begin with, I do 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, over and over, like. Then I do 3, 5, 4, 2, over and over. Repeat all of that. I just slipped up to a semitone, and I'm doing C sharp and F, or D flat and F, and F and A in the left. Think of drop and draw. Be able to draw It's like as though there was a diving board there, or let's say a road, and you're going to pave it. As you're falling through to the floor, the finger's drawing that heavy asphalt towards your stomach. And that way you take the weight of the arm without a stiff wrist as you sink into the key. Be aware of the center of gravity of your hand. Because that's what's got to come in on the bones. And each finger has to work independently. Come down, so it's G, E flat and G in the right, and B and D sharp in the left. Same thing, only all the way up and all the way down, like 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 5, 4 and 2, 1. Same in the left. 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 5, 4 and 2, 1. So together, it's just whole tones. Weight of the center of gravity of the hand coming down on the bones of the finger and of the wrist. C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. Now you come down a semitone and you go E flat and G. That'd be like C flat and E flat. C major root position chord and first inversion in the right. I'm going to go 5 and 2 and then 4 and 1. 5 and 2, 4 and 1. So 5 and 2 is C and G in the left, and it's G and E in the right. Goes to 4 and 1. In the left is middle C and E below it. And in the right is E and E above middle C, and then the C above middle C. So I've just moved to to C minor, so I put an E flat instead of an E natural. Now I move 2s towards each other. Now I move to D flat major. First inversion in the right. So it's F and A flat in the right, 5 and 2, and it's D flat and A flat in the left, 5 and 2. The hands do this kind of stuff. Leave the V. Keep. Afraid to do it with your eyes shut, because you listen better then, that you're not hitting. Now then you do the same thing, only it's octave to 2/4, octave to 2/4. Go through the whole thing that way 6 times. D flat major, and so on. And then you take the diminished seventh, minor thirds. So you play your 1 and 3 together, then you play 2 and 4 together, 5 and 3 together, 4 and 2. And then you move up a semitone, all the way up, all the way down. And then I do, it's just middle C and E, and then to D's. And the left is E and G to F. Then E and D, F. Then G and E with C and E. E, D, F. C and E. Then I do chromatic. I go. Then I move it a semitone. There's 3 semitones, like so. 3 in the right is on E flat, thumb is on C, below middle C. It's got to be clean. If it gets one ahead of the other, it's probably because I'm not drawing the finger on an individual finger towards my stomach and not strong enough. Now I do contrary motion, so C, let those elbows follow. Then I just take C major, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 5, 2 and 4 in both hands. So 5 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 4. Go all the way up and come down. All the way down. So there's lots more, but those are the ones that get you a good start, a good solid start. I do them all every day. And it just makes that when you do slow heavy on a big piece, your technique is, you've already developed the muscles to support the natural weight of the arm, even when the hand is open and big, and you've worked the wrist, and it just makes your hands feel like they're capable of the piece that you're handling. So, but don't be afraid to also take a single chord and try to voice it and realize that that stuff's all just noise compared to what you want when you want to make music. So you've got to be able to release on the way up, allow the load to settle over the top, reach for that cloud, puff a cloud up in the air, catch it, and draw the finger around it as you dive right through to the floor, and turn the doorknob to voice the top. See, no muscles, just no bones at least, just relax your hands and have that snap of the third finger. And draw it. Draw the tone out of the piano. Don't forget to tongue it, to keep it. And the thing about going up and putting your hand around that is that it takes time to do that. And then you're not rushing like trying to get into the next one too soon. You've got to hear the sound you want, the magic you want in your head before you play it. And then deep finger. Make it sing. Arrive and then come down. Intonation. By thinking of this coming diving through to the floor, then when you come down slowly right through, you're not afraid to enter the keys and hear which notes you want to bring out and make it balance, or if I want. See the warmth in that sound? Just allow the wrist to scoot over the hand toward the back of the piano, like throwing a rock on the water, a little pebble on the water, or a seashell, doing like that. As it all goes through. No bones, just. So I can tongue it. You can make it as quiet as you want. It's because you've done all those exercises, you've got a good solid foundation for it. If I want to do, I put the soft pedal down, I want to go 1, 2, 4. And if I don't want to push it, so I've got to get it airborne so that I can snap it as gravity accelerates. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Try to hear both of them. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. And then you can come in with an answer, and you can tell a story. So technique gives you the ability to be able to tell a story when you're playing, but the tempo has to be tongued so that you have it straight before you add the rubato, so that you're not cheating on it and going on a tangent that's out of the frame. So anyway, I hope all of these ideas get you on a solid start to a good technique, and do them every day. Have a good night now.